He's... Welcome, everyone, to the Friday Night BS show. This podcast is rated what, Deana? R. That's right. It's intended for mature audiences only. So if fart jokes still make you laugh, you're in the right place. Okay? Keep that in mind. We have a new co-host. Say hello to Julian, everyone. Julian.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's a Gen Zer, so go easy on him, Deana. Go easy on him, Deana. All right. And Deana is over there, top in the middle, top the middle, something like that. I don't know. Kevin is down there in the bottom, and Bruce is back. Everybody, a round of applause for Bruce. Had complete knee surgery. He's back. He's alive. He looks like Lee Majors.
Alive much, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Bruce, I'm giving you the golf clap because I know that's where you want to be.
Which one's the Queen's clap? Isn't that the Queen's clap? Eh? Like something like that.
It's the same thing.
I'm hoping to be playing back in April. So.
Oh shit!
I hope you are. I hope you are, Bruce. I hope you are.
I got the whole month of March with PT scheduled.
Yeah, we should have an episode of just how Bruce has functioned without sex, having a complete knee surgery. That's the question.
Sex. I'm just trying to function without golf.
We now know what Bruce's priorities are: golf, sex. Where's it go?
He's got it right. He's got it right.
Damn right.
No, he doesn't. Sex is always number one.
No.
No. What are we going to talk about today? If you could.
We're not live on YouTube right now yet, Joe.
Yeah, we are. I'm looking right at it. What's the matter with you?
Jane says we're not.
James is smoking the rock because I'm looking right at it right now, and it's behind us, right? Yeah, it is behind me, and I see us on there in black and white. I want artistic view of it, so it's black and white behind us. But yes, we are on there. I see people already on there. Luke's on there. Stan Bam is on there, and Tracy Mitchell is on there. We know who Tracy is, right? Yeah, we know who Tracy is.
Tracy.
Tonight's topics. If you could teach a sex ed class, what would your focus be? OnlyFans, our good friend, Bruce's dream girl, Lily Phillips, she's pregnant. We're going to talk about that. She didn't get to sleep with 1,000 guys, but she got to 600.
I'm not the daddy.
I'm not the daddy. Julian, were you in the Australia area? She looks like she's about 3 months pregnant. So, Kevin, Julian, were you guys in the Australia district area there somewhere?
Sadly, I was still with the fluffers by the time I got to her.
You were the fluffer. You're still the fluffer. Julian, he's got his hands behind his head. He's not next, man. Down next.
I was number 101, so I never made it.
Oh, shit.
Man, how would it feel to be that guy? The guy that's like, oh, it's my turn next.
Oh,
and then it's like, no, she's done.
She's done.
No sex for you. Oh, let me open the chat.
I was unlucky 601.
Yeah. She that would suck. That would really suck. And then you're getting prepped to go in and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden, she just changes her mind. She's I'm going to stop.
How many DNA tests are going to go through to figure out?
That is the question. That's going to be insane, dude, to figure out. Because you know what? I read the article, and nowhere in the article it talks about a boyfriend or any of that stuff, a husband or any of it. So who knows? It might be up to grabs. And one of those 600 that she slept with in the year. We'll do that. The pros and cons of dating, the rules, the dating rules. We're going to go through some of these. The 3+3 rule, the 7+7 rule. They're just insane. I can see why guys are just done. And then a PSA for me. I know that I'm going to say I don't think Kevin and Dee living where they live are big Starbucks guys. Are you Starbucks fans? Are you guys have to have your Starbucks?
No, it's so expensive. It's not worth it.
Kevin, are you a Starbuckser?
Used to be till I started getting into fancy coffee at home.
Okay, yeah. I make it at home too. I have my shots here, but then I need to
drink Starbucks coffee.
So they're pissing people off. They took 13 of their cups. 13 of their drinks went gone.
Yeah.
So we're going to dig into that. But we're going to go into Lily first. We're going to talk about Lily. But here's my question. I'm going to start off with the young guy. I'm going to start out with Julian. Is there a number that makes you say, I don't want to sleep with that person? So you just meet this person, you're talking, you're sitting, you're eating dinner, and somehow, some way, the number comes up. The question, is there a number she could possibly say that would make you go, oh, fuck no?
Someone that I'm trying to actually date?
Yeah.
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 What would that number be? Give us a ballpark figure where that number would be.
I say because at my age,
Right.
being 25,
Yeah.
that I would say anything more than 10 is a lot.
But you guys are the sexual revolution. You guys are changing the whole game, man. You guys are like a 10 before 8th grade.
Well, I know how a lot of people feel about it, but
Yeah.
like I would say for me,
For you.
personally, the way
10.
that I value sex and things like that, like 10 would be
10.
anything more than that, and I would be like, I'd have to really think about if I actually really like that person.
Yeah, I get where you're going. You'd probably be like, hey, I need to see photos of these 10 guys that have been in there. And
Rate in and
that guy's a freak. That guy's a freak. That guy has an STD for sure. Yeah, I
think 10 gives you enough to where you can have a few long-term partners, maybe a couple one-night stands, and maybe like a consistent fuck buddy or two.
Yeah. That's a good number.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was going to be higher than you guys for that Gen Z. I mean, they're the sexual revolution right there. They started it all back up again.
I'll tell you what, John. I know what number mine is at, and I'm very disappointed in myself.
Kevin, is it your mother in the back of your head telling you that girl's a whore? Is that what's going on? Yeah.
No. I was thinking, I'm like, man, if they could keep it under like mid triple digits, that'd be nice. like if we could keep it under 500, that'd be cool. And then the Gen Zers like, hey, under 10. I'm like, wow, maybe I am just like a slut.
Kevin's a whore.
Well, I think it changes as you get older, though. Like,
you're 25, so I'm going to assume that Bruce and my number is going to be a little bit higher than say Kevin and Deana's number is going to be, because you got to figure. You get to our age in your 50s. Let's be honest. Most of us that are in our 50s and 60s have been married, and most of us have been married a pretty long period of time. So,
yeah, but the same person doesn't count multiple times.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't count each time she does you. Or each time she forgives you and lets you do her. Yeah.
Makeup sex doesn't count as a number tally.
What if you guys are like on the rocks or separated? Is that kind of like a redo?
Oh yeah, makeup sex. Yeah, that's a do-over. That starts the clock all over.
Like if you've been living apart for a month, like does that count?
It only counts, Kevin. It only counts if you split up and you've done someone else, and then you've gone back to her. Then yes, she recounts.
And the count starts over again. Huh?
That changes everything.
Changes everything.
Damn, I can't keep up with the rules nowadays.
My number just doubled, and that's not fair.
Hey,
one.
Tracy.
I'm at 1 again.
Fam Bam is art.
Okay.
Yeah, it is art. Yeah. Hello, my Asian friend. All right. So Deana, give us that number. What's the number that scares Deana away? You're sitting at the dinner table at BJ's, and you throw out that number, and he just goes, "Well, I've been with," and then you get.
I mean, at my age, like I've been single for a really long time. Yes, I did the married thing. Yes, I did the monogamous relationship thing. But to put things in perspective, Julian's 2 years older than my oldest son.
Right.
So 10 for him, to me, sounds like a lot if I'm talking to my kid.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, I don't know. You guys are in California. I'm in freaking the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. So culture differences.
Yeah.
That being said, though, do you even keep track anymore? Like, I don't count them anymore.
Guys keep track.
Guys
keep track.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Guys keep track.
No.
Yeah, we do.
No.
I can tell you their names too.
I can tell you that. I can't go into names because but yeah, and we keep track.
No. We can
Oh,
guess
Bruce,
the age.
you're ancient. You go all the way back to the caveman times.
Right.
If you can
Bruce
remember
was
one of the,
banging girls before they had names.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it was
Bruce was literally
What was her
Bruce
name?
was literally goes so far back it was still called Bush back then.
We
That's how
still
far
didn't-
back he
that
goes.
was far back. We didn't even have numbers yet, John.
It didn't have numbers. He just had fingers. How many women have you been with? This many. Oh. Then you got one caveman taking off his sandals. I got 5 more.
We wore sandals.
Who knows?
There's no
Yeah,
sandals for the
Flintstones, we have
caveman.
sandals.
Kevin, what's that magic number that says, "Ooh,
Like-
my mom, I couldn't
Like I
take you
said,
home."
like can we keep it like under 500?
500. That's your number. So, so honestly, you're saying if she looked at you straight in the face and said, "I've slept with 500 guys," or no, she says, "I slept with 499 guys," you're still good to go.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe Kevin is the daddy.
Maybe Kevin.
I think at our age, the question is, I don't care how many you've been with. Do you have an STD? That's really the question. Is it clean? Is it safe?
Well, that's what I think starts to play in the back of your head, because the higher that number gets, you're going to assume you had to have gotten something. Yeah, just think about
play it
being.
safe.
Why?
That's an overgeneralization statement.
You don't think
the experience you've gained.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah. You're not a rookie. You're not an amateur. You a pro.
You think is 500 pro level?
That's definitely pro.
Got to be a pro number somewhere.
That's a pro number. You get a card for that one.
I would say anything over maybe like 20, 30 was pro level.
20, 30? No, you got to.
Well, I still think it depends how old you are.
Yeah. It depends again. I mean, age has a lot to do with it. I mean, and I think Deana brings up a good point. I think depending where you're at in the country, I think that number is going to be a little bit different. Where, say, someone in New York, it's like,
Are you a pro?
Am I a pro?
Yeah.
I'm an all-star.
You in the Hall of Fame, huh?
Not yet. No.
He's never been on the court.
I don't want to distinguish that number. That number is private. But I get like if you're in New York, there's a good chance that person has probably a higher number than the guy from Iowa.
Yeah.
Farm boys are get pretty frisky up there right here.
Well, you can't count farm animal, Bruce. Farm animals don't count. So chickens, sheep,
their cousins count. Their cousins count.
Yeah, cousins don't count either. Cousins is a negative. That's a negative. You go
on the family reunions. Huh?
Oh, cousins are so bad they count twice.
You just
my gosh!
You just crossed out Arkansas.
That's a whole different list. That's another list. How many cousins have you slept with, boy?
What about siblings? Siblings is like a 5-banger for your account.
That's a +5. If you can do your sister, that's a +5.
That's disgusting. That's
no, we don't. We're not.
Incest is not wincest.
No. Yeah, I mean, that's where I came to. I mean, because you got to think. I mean, she had to have been with somebody. I mean, doesn't state whether or not it was a boyfriend, a fiance, just some casual guy that she's been dating. It's just, I'm pregnant. And it's just kind of like, you've been through this. We've been through this the whole year with her. She comes out, she wants to sleep with 300. She gets to the 300. Now we know she wants 600. So she's going for the 600. And that's for the year, 300 a year, 600 a year. So right now she's at 900.
At least.
Yeah. So that we know of. Yeah, we know of.
Is she going to stop because she's pregnant, or is she just going to keep going until the baby's born?
Yeah, that's what we're going to get into. And then, right out of the blue, I don't know what it was, Kevin, Deana. I mean, all of a sudden we see all these OnlyFans stars, like they want to break that 1,000 mark. So it was her and like 2 other girls that wanted to sleep with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. And it's all of them have been in the UK. So Kevin, Bruce, and Julian, we need to move to the UK because it seems like the UK, they're down to clown. Is that okay to say? Is that
they're down to go to Pound Town?
They're down to go
down to clown is the proper verb.
Yeah. I like that. Down to clown.
It hasn't caught on in the old USA, huh?
I mean, So I don't know. I mean, she talks about how, maybe it's going to be difficult for her baby and that maybe she needs to step away from this what she does. And but then again, I don't know how
Be
much
the
money she
smart
has.
fucking move.
Huh? I hope. I mean, we talked about this. I mean, isn't there already one teenager that committed suicide because they found out his mom and they were teasing him at school? So I mean, and again, and then I bring up something Kevin's talked about before that, maybe 20 years down the road, it's not going to be a big deal, because everybody's going to do it. It's just,
Everyone's mom had OnlyFans.
Yeah, everyone's fucking mom. fuck the PTA. Get on the OnlyFans account. I mean, what do you think, Kevin?
I don't know. I these people that fucking want to like do these like increasingly large numbers of like banging people, I think that they're fucking damaged in some way anyway. So like, I don't know. Like, how do you reconcile that? Like, how do you do that and continue to do that at like when you're having a kid? Like,
Yeah, you can't.
I don't think I agree with it.
But we a couple of weeks ago we did talk about fetishes. We never did talk about the pregnancy fetish, which is a big fetish. There's a weird ass fucking fetish, but there's no way she continues doing OnlyFans. Look, Deana's already got like this look on her face, like, don't go there, John.
Wait. You mean like, are you talking like a fetish for like having sex with pregnant women?
Yes.
Or are you talking like the breeding fetish?
No. Having sex with pregnant women, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, and I hope to God she doesn't do that on OnlyFans. I don't want to see that. I'm not paying $10.99 to see that. I know. I don't think anybody on this panel is paying $10.99 to see
$12.99.
But we're not the target demographic.
No, we're not.
$15.99.
How much
more?
She's gonna go for broke.
Twice the price, John.
Once the belly button starts to pop out, then it goes up to $29.99 a month. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
I'm gonna throw up.
It's just weird, and I thought it would be interesting to for you. Okay, now Bruce, I didn't ask you, but what's your number? I mean, I know again, like you and I are a much older group here. We expect that number to be a little bit higher than average, and but we also take into consideration that most of us, like I said, most of us have been. Even if you just take the average marriage in California, which is 5 years, and then you have, married twice, that's 10 years, or you had the guy like myself and yourself that were the same woman for 20 plus years. So what's that number? That's
I went through high school in the 70s.
Yeah, I know. So what number? But I'm willing to bet there's a number there.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Free love, baby. Free love.
Baby.
Free love, making love. That's when the having sex in the backseat of a car became popular. Was
anywhere you had sex was popular, John.
Under the bleacher.
It's still the same way today.
On grandma's plastic covered furniture.
I mean, you had multiple one-date sex at in the evening.
All right, Brucey. What's the number though? Just give me the number. What number makes you go, oh
more
fuck?
Than I've counted, John.
Huh?
I probably forgot more than I counted.
No. I don't want your number. Yeah, not your number. If she throws out a number, is there a number that she says to you that makes you go, oh fuck no?
Depends how old she is.
All right. Well, you stay within that 40, 45 range. I know you do. 50 sometimes, maybe dabble in the 60s if you're feeling lucky. I don't know.
No, I haven't got past the 40s yet, John.
Yeah, I got past the 40. If a 40-year-old said, hey, Bruce, I've slept with 1,000 men, are you are you saying I want to be 1,001?
And again, it's like, are you going to be 1,001 or are you getting in a relationship? If you're just going to be 1,001, why not?
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't really consider that. Yeah. I mean,
depends on where you're going with it,
Yeah. If it's a one night thing, then I guess it's not a big issue. But if you're trying to build on a relationship, I can understand where if you have her come back or him come back with a big number, it's maybe something you don't want to dabble
notch on the belt. Then what's the big deal? If you're looking for relationship or a fiance, well then yeah, the body count's gonna matter.
Now, if she comes back with this 1,000, and she's just a sloppy sex, are you curious of why she's so bad at it after being with 1,000?
You'll probably have to double up.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting place.
I don't think I've ever been in a position where I've asked a woman her body count.
Yeah. I don't think it comes up as much as anymore.
I've never asked it, and I can't say it's ever been offered to me either. So yeah.
Yeah. What would you say, Deana? Like, when would you think that comes out? When you eventually, the relationship,
when you've been together for a little while, eventually.
I think that's
not a first date topic.
I think it should be that first date topic. I think you need to get that out of the way, man. You don't want to develop, just this relationship with this person, and then all of a sudden you find out she slept with 2,500 people, or he slept with 2,500 people. Like everywhere you literally go,
as I said,
someone knows.
Is it safe?
It's like you walk into hey, Chad, what's up? Hey, Chad, what's up?
You're talking about like the extreme anomalies anyway. I think the data says that like the average person has something like 7 partners in their lifetime.
Well, let's see. Average person has sex with how many people? 7.
Yeah.
7. God
a lifetime?
Damn.
Or in their 20s?
Sexual partners in their lifetime.
Really?
7.
I blew that all the hell.
In high school. 7.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't think the body count question matters all that much because the vast majority of people haven't had that many partners.
That is true. Okay, if you go by these numbers, yeah. So that just makes my point. Deana's like, fuck, I gotta go.
Like, fuck this.
Fuck this. Deana's like, I was with 87. What the hell? We love you, Deana. Come back. This show cannot function without a woman in it because it will get really bad. Man. Yeah, 7.
Get around to her body count, so she bailed.
Well, look at it this way: if that's the average for a person in a lifetime, so hearing a big number is got to be concerning. If you know that 7 is the average, and you ask her out of the blue, and she comes back with 87 or 97 or 107, you're gonna.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
Yeah, I guess it's better not to know.
It's one of those things. I think a lot of people don't ask anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
it's not to hurt feelings.
The more important thing to do, John, is don't date OnlyFans models.
That is true. That is trying to break a record. Yeah, do not date an OnlyFans. I don't know. It's scary. That's scary. For me, I'm going to throw out my number, but if she comes back with 100, there's Deana's back. Hold on. That's $10. She's got audio issues. Ready? Deana, you back?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Did the number 7 scare you? Did you fall off your seat that it was so low, or what? What happened?
Like, holy shit! Turned her computer off.
But she's disappointed in Americans.
Number 7. Everything kind of just went dark for a second.
She's like 7.
Oh my God! I've only got 1 more to go.
Oh, shit. I punch my card in. I get a free sandwich after I get to 7.
That's right. You get a free footlong from Subway.
You get a footlong, right? You get a footlong. Oh my God!
7 card in the mail.
Yeah. I hopefully it doesn't. The article doesn't talk about her stepping away from OnlyFans or just none of that. Just basically she wants to protect her child and and she understands what she does for a living. Now I'm going to assume if she was good with her money, she's probably got a couple million saved up. So, or pounds, whatever I don't know what's the money in Australia. Is it pounds, Kevin?
I mean, million is like a count of a number. So it could be millions of whatever.
Yeah. So hopefully she has done well with her money and she doesn't have to worry about doing OnlyFans anymore. And God forbid, hopefully she knows who the fucking dad is.
Yeah.
That's the big one. All right, so we're going to start a poll right now. Julian, do you think she knows who the father is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Deana, do you think she knows who the father is?
No.
No. Kevin, do you think she knows who the father is?
100% she does.
Yeah. Brucey, do you think she knows who the father is?
I think she's narrowed it down to between 15 and 45.
She's like, it was, I had to get conceived between, it was like, she's Australian, so she's using military numbers. At 1,600 hours, I slept with 25 guys. Could it be either one of those guys between 1,600 and 1,700 hours? Well, we wish her luck. Good luck. Please do not do any pregnancy fetishes on OnlyFans. We don't want to see that. I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure there are guys that will sign up for that shit, but we don't want to see that. And we don't even want to talk about Lily Phillips anymore on this show. Is that sound about right? Is she done for this show?
I would be happy not talking about her ever again.
Yeah. I think she is done. Well, we're going to move on to here's the angle. Move on to another.
All right, John, we need a new OnlyFans start to talk about.
We have to find another one. We need to find another one doing some crazy shit. That's what
we got to find the next one going for the record, John.
Yeah, she was a good one too. She had a big forehead. She had the big forehead. Remember, she's the one with the big giant forehead.
Got to find one a little closer to home.
Skeleton lady with a big forehead. Oh goodness.
That maybe Kevin can go visit, and actually have a shot.
I'm sure there's quite a few in the Georgia area.
Those two things don't happen together at the same time.
Yeah. If I see an OnlyFans channel and I see that red couch, I know what's up, Kevin. I know what's up, man.
In the back,
sublet to the apartment.
You just see Kevin's shadow on the back wall. He's holding the camera and shit. Go, no, lift your left leg a little higher, just a little higher.
Yep, I should do that. I should start directing porn. That would be amazing.
Hell yeah.
The little man in the canoe. Hit the little man in the canoe.
Hey, they've got awards ceremonies. They do everything. They got everything, man. You can win a little
thing in Vegas.
Yeah,
that would be kind of fun to go to. To check that out.
And the joke is,
to it
like,
1 year.
Huh?
We should go there one.
I did. I went to one when I was 25. I went to the Asian Awards. Yeah, it was
next
wild.
time you go, let me know, man.
Did
I'll
offer
go.
you a spot in a movie, Kev?
What?
He was hoping. He was hoping to get it. He wanted to be
just
that
a weird coincidence. I was. The funny thing is, I was out with my family in Vegas for like birthday party, and then we all going to like.
Just imagine your mom.
Oh shit!
It was. I don't
man,
life on anybody else.
Hey, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, hey, as long as you're making money, all right. It's porn isn't so bad anymore. Porn isn't so bad. Fucking Kevin, he's got a sign that says, "I'll be the pool boy."
I'll be daddy. I'll be your daddy.
Don't say daddy, Bruce. It doesn't sound good for me. Don't say daddy. Shit.
We just got a little bit of insight into Bruce's sex life, and I hate it.
Yeah, call me daddy. That husky voice.
I'm damaged forever. I can't unthink that.
Just call me daddy. Call me daddy. And what number am I?
You shut the fuck up.
Goodness. You shut the fuck up. All right. We're gonna get into what it would be like if Kevin, Bruce, D, Julian, and John had a sex class and they ran a sex class. So I wanted to pull some stuff up here. So let me read this. Really, the National Education Association recommends its support for sex education programs taught by well-trained educators, which is none of us.
Yeah, they need training in a different way, Bruce.
I want to know how that interview went. I mean, is the number important? How many people you slept with? Do you have any who thoughtfully involve parents and give careful attention to development needs the community settings and values and respect for individuals' differences. See, that's what's tough. Now, that's when I was reading this article, I realized how tough it is to teach sex ed, because depending on what area you are in the country, you're going to be limited to what you can teach those kids. So it makes it a little more difficult on you actually training or teaching them. Like, they don't have one model that every school is supposed to follow.
No,
to teach.
State.
Again, who was talking? Was that Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no single model that every classroom has to go through. So depending on what area you live in, it's going to depend whether they talk about pregnancy, whether they talk about intercourse, abstinence. So it's got to be tough. I mean, depending on where you live in the country, I'm sure. Where do you think, Kevin? The middle part is probably a little bit more down home, like, oh, you can't talk about this, that.
Oh, no. It's up. I mean,
the Bible Belt.
It's the shit that, anything south of the Mason-Dixon line probably sucks ass for a whole lot of people.
Yeah, so it probably would not be a good idea for either one of us to be teaching a class in that area. So, yeah. Here's a vagina. This is what you do with a vagina.
Right, John. There's just two parts. You got the circle and the
There
pole.
better be more than
Right?
2 parts.
The pole goes in the circle.
Yeah, there's this big old black dildo. This is how it gets inserted into the vagina,
How
right?
complicated can it be, right?
Like playing cornhole, but with
I was shocked because
Don't throw.
don't throw the dildos, because we had a guy that got hurt from a dildo on the show. He had a scar on his forehead. Remember that guy? She shot it out of her. Yeah, we talked that story where the girl was doing a bachelor party, and she had one of those little silver nub dildo thingies, whatever, and she shot it out of her.
The bullets, like the little.
It's like
that's different things.
Strong muscles.
Different
She
holes.
shot it out of her. Yeah, she shot it out of her vagina and hit the guy in the head, and he got a scar from it. So that's a battle injury. That's a battle injury.
That's a good story.
Right.
That's
what I'm saying. I bet he tells that story every time he gets drunk.
Hell yeah, he does.
I
don't know where I got this fucking scar. You're never gonna believe it.
You're telling his kid, I got this scar right here. Yeah, your mommy shot this dildo thing right out of her vagina.
He's telling the grandkids, and his daughter's like, "Will you shut the fuck up, Dad?"
He's got the trajectory down at speed it went.
Clear across the room like a bullet.
It came out like a 90-degree angle.
Did it? No.
I'm telling you, the velocity that this thing exited her ass from was phenomenal.
I couldn't move fast enough.
30 feet away.
I was a little shocked. I didn't realize that sex ed started in 5th grade, because I don't remember it being in 5th grade. So I remember it starting in, I want to say it was 7th or 8th grade. And then we had a refresher class our freshman year, which was health. It wasn't actually called sex ed. It was a health class that had sex ed in it. So I remember 8th grade. So 5th, it's still, I guess we live in different times, right? I mean, so,
I think your parents could opt you out of it back then too, though. Yeah.
I think the parents still need to sign something for you to attend that class. So if you feel that class violates your religious rights, you don't have to have that child attend that class.
So you don't want a horny 5th grader.
So you can still opt out of the class. They don't recommend that you do, but you if you have some sort of religious beliefs that's not important, for my child to know at 5th grade how to insert a penis into a vagina, then that's fine. So Johnny's health class does be hell yeah. I would have, like, Debbie Does Dallas. That's like the intro to my sex ed class.
Why?
The possibilities are endless in that movie.
It's a classic movie.
It's a classic. You want to start them out with, you want to go classic first before you bring them into this new stuff gets wild.
But you don't want to show them John Holmes, because then it's just going to defeat the purpose when you show somebody like John Holmes. Go, oh man, geez.
To me, if I'm teaching this class, my first focus is, and I'm going to go first and then Deana. My first focus would be not to scare the shit out of them. Deana, what would your first focus for the class be?
Well, I mean, we didn't get into what age group we're teaching. And
Fifth.
I was going to say
fifth
grade. Okay, so
Starts
like
in
right
fifth grade.
before middle school. Oh my gosh, where do you start? You start at puberty. Your body is changing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's puberty and development. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But you don't want to scare them, So that's my focus.
Exactly.
I don't want to scare them. I don't want to scare them.
You don't want to scare them, but you have to prepare them. Like puberty is it's scary as a parent and as a child.
Well, to me, I think like for me, I'm thinking Johnny at 5th grade. Like I didn't have a fucking cell phone. I mean, the closest thing to porn was somewhere under somebody's bed. I found a Playboy or something like that.
And that didn't show everything even back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Or remember, Bruce, we were fucking playing with the dial on the TV to get fucking Cinemax to come in, so we could see like a little nipple. Yeah, just a little nipple on there.
One.
Well, I think that was a nipple. I think
there was only 5 channels on my TV growing up.
Yeah. So I mean,
and they all went off at midnight, John.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that the average 5th grader today is probably I'm willing to bet more educated, or not. I wouldn't say educated, but more aware of sex than I was in 5th grade.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Most kids have access to the internet really young.
Exactly.
All right,
from
Julian,
the internet.
I'm going to put Julian on the spot here. Julian, you're 25. Yeah. You've had a cell phone for quite some time. When was the first time you on your cell phone? How old were you when you said, "What's this porn stuff?" and looked it up?
Wait, 12?
12. There you go. That's 5th grade, right? If I'm not right,
I was in 6th grade because I just started. Because in Texas, middle school is from 6th.
Oh yeah, those Texas Christians, man.
And but yeah, I learned about it at school, and then I think I was on like an app where I was on something for like memes, and then people post whatever, and eventually that came up, and then you get curious, so you start looking. It gets you a little excited, and you. And that's it. That's it.
Next thing you know, you're looking it up. So
after school.
So, Brucey, if you had a cell phone when you were 12, would you have looked that up?
When I was 12?
Yeah, if you had a cell phone and you had the internet, you would have looked it up.
I mean, we were probably curious back then, but our access was very limited back when.
For us, yeah. I mean, you had a Playboy. You had a Playboy, and maybe
Playboy and Penthouse. I think were the only 2 magazines are out.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that if you're teaching a sex ed class today, it's going to be a lot different than teaching a sex ed class back in the 60s or 70s.
Yeah. I mean, I think the absence was actually.
You've been drinking?
Absences. I can't do it. I can't do it.
He can't say something he's never fucking tried. So
exactly. But the word just will not come out of my mouth.
We remember, Kevin told us, what it was like back then. Grab him by the hair. Oh, you mine. Come to cave now. I promise not to do any French accents today, guys. So make sure I don't do any French accents today.
We
bad?
Yeah, we have the whole country of France with my accents.
France, tries to do Australia, and that doesn't work.
Kevin,
last time it was the British Kevin? That you pissed off.
Yeah. Kevin, how's Kevin teaching that sex ed class?
I mean, again,
say the word,
Kevin. Said,
say the word.
Like you said, like it's different based off of where you are, but like I don't know. I have a young kid. Like we should be teaching kids full on from 5th grade on, like how to practice safe sex and about like how sex works and how condoms work, and like we should be going full bore from the minute that we have the opportunity to start teaching them about it, because they're finding out about it at a really early age.
Brucey, Oh God, you'd be a horrible fucking sex ed teacher. Just the way you look, it'd be like a total military style fucking sex ed class.
Well, children,
I can see Bruce and you, Maggie, get up here. Give me 20.
Here's a banana. Here's a condom.
Here's a banana.
Dad, there's a man in a boat.
Yeah, you take it like a man.
You call that a wiener?
How does Bruce? How's day one in Bruce's sex ed class start? The fucking hole. He goes old school.
No. No, or we go snip, snip, snip.
Well, let me ask you guys this question. I mean, where do you start in fifth grade? What do you think today's 2025 fifth grader needs to know? Julian?
I have a very unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to like this. We're going to get a lot of hate. We need to teach kids that it's okay to explore their own bodies. Honestly, that's where it starts. And there's this whole stigma, and especially in those southern states.
Are you saying the M word?
I am saying to children to masturbate.
Masturbation.
It is okay.
You said the M word, Johnny.
Can you imagine Forrest Gump saying masturbation? If I masturbate.
I'm masturbated. Hey, Jenny,
I'm
masturbated to you.
But I know what jerking it is.
And then I ran.
And I ran.
And I was coming. And
I kept yelling, oh God, oh God, oh God. Mama.
We should move on.
Said life is like a box of chocolates.
That's like a box full of chocolates. You never know what you get bite into.
Yeah, you get when you bite into that nougat one. You get one of those nougat candies. Oh man, I get where you're going. I think that's important, but goddamn, it's the worst thing to walk in on. As a parent.
Oh, yes.
Just start knocking at a certain point.
You start knocking at it, and then you will start to wonder why the boys' socks are just stiff as a board. You can hold them up and just look, what's going on with your socks?
That's when he learns to do his own laundry.
Yeah, I think at that point in time, you better start doing your own laundry, man. But I get where you're going with it. I think that's important. You should know what it
needs to be normalized. These kids need to know that it's okay, because growing up, especially as somebody back in the in the 80s and 70s,
well, that way the
Catholic,
guy can get the timing right, so you know when to pull out, right?
All right, I'm gonna really make it
is
weird
also
for Deana here. So Deana,
this took a turn. I shouldn't have said that.
No. I get.
I regret everything.
I think it's smart.
28,
I think it's smart. But okay, you know how you have parents that will start taking their kids at. I'm not sure exactly what age the parents start taking their daughters to get on the pill. Usually, it's about 15, 16, correct?
On the pill?
On the pill.
For birth control? My daughter is not on birth control, and she's 17.
That's good. That's good. I mean, that's good. But I think I don't know if that's what I was going to look up the stat, and I think I wrote it down. But I think it's 15 to 16. They start talking about it. They start talking.
Yeah, that was not a conversation my parents ever had with me.
Yeah,
John, with all the stuff you look up online, you must get some interesting advertising.
Oh man, my fucking history is horrible. Google thinks I'm some sort of fucking freak right now. If you were to look, on my.
Surprise that
the average person starts taking their daughter to start the pill. Let me see here. The pill.
Well, sometimes it also helps with hormone issues for girls too. So they'll start.
It does. But still.
Yeah.
I didn't say bills. I said pill, bitch.
To put a child on the pill at 15 or 16, they've only been on their cycle for a little while. You don't want to do that.
According to most medical opinions, the average age for a parent to start talking their daughter into discussing starting the birth control pill is around 16 years old. So I was right. Yeah, it's 16 years old.
Wow.
So
Well, I mean, you got to remember,
you're late. You're late.
They start their period at 12.
Yeah, yeah, but your hormones are still figuring out what they're doing, and birth control it's legit, and it's a hormone. So to inject your child with hormones while they're still growing, I don't agree with that. That's just me.
That's around the same age that people are getting their first partners, like their first boyfriend.
Yeah, that's the problem. Exactly. That's what's going on is, and that's when girls are starting to get pregnant in this country. Now, if I were to look up the average age of a teenager getting pregnant in the United States, average age for a teenager to get pregnant in the United States,
16.
It is between the ages of 15 and 19. So 75% of births between 15 and 19 years old were mothers aged 18 to 19.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, I can see where a parent
had to be that prom date.
Now that should be taught in sex ed. I mean, do you think if these girls, and let's not count out the boys, so let's say the girls and the boys were to get that education, not focus on, oh, these are titties, this is a vagina, this is a penis, this is what happens, but actually get into it in 5th grade till they understand that.
We need to end abstinence-based sex education.
Thank you.
In this country.
Thank you.
Like it's not effective, and we need to just start teaching like safe sex, and we need to destigmatize sex, and we just need to pull our heads out of our asses.
Thank you. These kids need to be responsible for themselves. You need to learn to be responsible for yourself. If you're going to do that, you're going to make people or make yourself sick. You need to be responsible for that, regardless of your gender. Just saying. Instead of forcing 16-year-olds to be put on the pill, let's just educate all of them.
I'm going to say something that might not go off well, and it's not my opinion. I'm just kind of stating what they're focusing on in sex ed is now focusing on the fact that there's more than two genders. Do you think that needs to stop in sex ed? Oh, Deana looked away.
I think it's fine to teach that in sex ed, and I think that it's probably becoming a more important part of sexual education, but it shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be on...
Yes, I said
exactly. It's kind of a side quest. Look, because at the end of the day, you can hate at me. You know what? Go ahead. But I happen to be very much an ally with the LGBTQ community, so go ahead and at me. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, you still have a certain anatomy.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter what your pronouns are, what your binary choices are. At the end of the day, you have genetic reproductive organs that function in some sort of way.
Yeah.
You need to know what they do. I don't care what they are or what you think they should be. You need to know.
Yeah. Right. And yes, that farm boy said titties. I said titties.
Yes.
You can say titties on the show. According to the state laws, the education standard, only 10 states in the district and the District of Columbia mention the term healthy relationships. Do you think this is an important subject in teaching sex ed? What a healthy relationship looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in toxic relationships really young.
Yeah, just horrible relationships, and unfortunately that becomes the staple of what a relationship is supposed to be like for that.
At my age, people are still in bad relationships.
Yeah. Deana, your thoughts?
My thoughts?
They should focus more on that.
They should absolutely talk about healthy relationships and what a toxic relationship looks like. I mean, especially these days when look at the divorce rate. How many people could avoid that whole situation if they knew what a toxic relationship looked like from the get-go?
Yeah, Kevin.
I agree 100%. because there's too much there's too much focus on like abstinence based and fear based sex education. Like I don't know why people want to drag kids in the videos and show them about STDs instead of telling them about safe sex and preaching about healthy relationships. But that's what we do.
Fire that up if you want. Julian wants to make sure you get high on the show. You can get high on the show. I'm surprised Deana is not high already, but yeah.
Hold on, I'll join him.
There you go, Kevin. Kevin will
Give
join
me a
you.
second.
Give me a second.
I got a refill on the drink too.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where was I? Okay. Yeah. District Company mentions the terms healthy relationship, sexual assault, or content in their sexual education programs. Right. Sarah Shapiro and Kathleen Brown. This means that a majority of the U.S. public schools students do not receive instructions through their state sex education programs on how to identify a healthy and unhealthy relationship behaviors. So I think that's important. I think knowing that you're in a toxic relationship and finding ways to get out of it and not end up being pregnant with someone that you don't want to be pregnant with, and on top of it be 16 years old.
Right.
Wow.
Do they still do the flower bag thing at high schools?
I don't know.
My school didn't do that, and I wish they would have. Yeah. But do they still do the flower bag or the egg? I've seen technology with these actual dolls that have timers in them.
Yeah, I saw the doll ones. I'm sure that was hard to explain to the school board that we need these fake pregnancy dolls or these things that men need to wear around their stomach to make them feel like they were pregnant.
That would be amazing. Can we teach men what it's like to be pregnant when they're 16, 17? So they can stop making kids do this?
We should also make all the kids go through that period pain machine.
That's not nice. That's not nice. I don't.
Yeah, one of the things I thought
no. The boys need to understand. The boys need to understand what it's like.
Yeah, I was thinking, for me,
I think that we should destigmatize how gross a period is because.
Oh yeah, there's fetishes for that out there.
Why did you go that route with it?
I had
to. I was like starting here, and you went
to be a show. Where do you think I'm going to go with it?
Can't be afraid to get your Red Wings.
There is no
that's how you get the red stripes. You got to get those red stripes once in a while.
Oh my god!
But. I was thinking, all right. I think one of the things that needs to be focused as well, and I know it's not a health issue in health class, but actually the breakdown of what a child cost, I think is enough to. I think these kids today are a little smarter with their money than we were. So I think understanding the financial risk that it comes with being a parent at 16, 17 years old and what it takes,
But John, we don't teach any kind of fiscal responsibility in schools.
Right. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying it should be a focus. I think it should be a focus in the health class is understanding that you not just how your life is going to change being 16 years old and being a mother and now a father, but understanding the responsibilities now that are placed on you to be that parent now, not just in raising that child, but also making sure that that child has what it needs. And unfortunately, I'm going to say the word that Kevin and Deana are not going to like. The liberals out there just want to keep giving these people money and keeping them going and keeping them in that system and happy and never look to achieve or become better at life because I don't want to make this much more money because then I'm going to lose my rights to my food and my apartment. I'm sorry. That's how I feel, Kevin. I feel
it's unfortunate that the Republicans have to have Christian values in all school education, sexual education, because that's why we can't actually teach what we need to teach.
I know. I think that needs to change. I think kids need to understand that, and look, I remember when my kids were around and I had the kids, I remember people telling me that, and now granted, this is the 90s, and the cost to raise a child from birth to the age of 18 was anywhere from 1 to 1.5 million. So I can just imagine what the cost is today to raise a child from birth to the age of 18.
Those numbers are skewed. I looked it up. Like the actual cost is somewhere around like $375,000 to raise a kid from 1 to 18.
Yeah,
But
granted, that depends on
the
where your
minimum.
kid. Yeah, I mean that also depends on what happens with that child. Does that child decide to go to college? And there's a lot of other factors why it gets into that 1 million.
From 0 to 18. That assumes that there's a factor in there. How much money do you make? Because if you're on food stamps,
well, then you're binded to the system, and that's what I'm. Yeah.
Hey,
all right, I'll look it up here. Hold on. The average cost of
that's a very deep metric.
All right,
Who
I'll
has
give
a
you the
clown
number right
horn in
here.
their pocket? It's making
You're
me
right,
nuts.
Kevin. Okay, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the average cost to raise a child from birth to the age of 18 is around $233,610.
Yeah, it's not $1.5 million.
It felt like $1 million, though, Kevin. I'll be honest with you.
I mean,
it's expensive.
Tell me,
Cut
oh
the
my
corners. Hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs are good.
Hey, hold on. PSA here. I think Bruce has fallen down and he can't get up. Someone
no!
I don't
Someone
know.
go take Bruce.
We need to somebody call the police. We should do a wellness check.
Do we need a wellness check?
Yeah, I think Bruce has fallen. He's fallen down. He can't get up.
He doesn't have a life alert? Come on, man.
He needs one. I think we're going to. I got one here at the house.
If we don't call for the entire length of the show, are we going to be responsible for his death?
Do I need to call 911 right now? I don't have his address.
Hey, Joe Retorted.
Bruce is doing laps. Okay. He's still alive. Okay.
I think Bruce is still alive.
He's still alive. He said he's doing laps. He's in the chat.
Bruce, yeah, there he is. He is in the chat. He's self-loving. Bruce is self-loving. He's taking Deana's in.
He's out there self-caring. Good.
Do you feel like, Julian, if finances would have been something that was taught also in health class, do you think it would make a difference? That someone would be like, "Oh fuck, man, that's what it costs." Maybe sex isn't that important. Or is it like, fuck it, sex?
Well, even hearing that number now, I'm like, that's high. That's a lot. I get it's over 18 years.
Yeah.
But it's still quite a bit of money.
It's quite a bit of money. Quite a bit of money.
I mean, we can do that math real quick.
Now, if you do that math times 3, for me, that's times 3. So for me, that's over 600. I could have bought that Ferrari. It would be either have 3 or buy that. I love you guys out there. I love you, John, Paul, Frankie, and Hope. I love you guys. But I could have had a Ferrari.
It's about $13,000 a year per kid.
Yeah, that's a whole used car. That's a whole 2018 Jeep Cherokee every year.
I was going to say, you can't buy no used car for $13,000
per child.
No, you can't.
Per child.
You can buy a decent used car for 13.
That's for 13. I thought you said 17. So 17 is reasonable.
17. You can find a nice car.
For a 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, which is in my driveway.
Breaks down and overheats.
That's about how much I paid for it with tax.
Just kind of like a kid, breaks down and overheats. Yeah, just like a kid.
Yep.
Jeep Cherokee.
I mean, Jeeps aren't so good.
No, I like my car.
Yeah.
Don't bash on my Jeep.
Don't talk shit about Jeep. And Jeep is not sponsored by this show.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Not sponsored. No, they're not sponsored by this show. So I mean, someone keeps texting.
Tina, you want to know what it's
is that you with the
Cherokee?
Yeah, Tracy, stop texting me, Tracy. I know you're out there in chat. Stop.
Tina, you want to know
over here.
Cost of a 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee is in 2025?
Yeah, they're over.
You really want to know?
Yeah,
I'm sure. I got a deal. This thing doesn't have like any miles on it. All right.
It's $32,000 for a 2018.
For a 2018, I only paid 18 for it with tax.
Yeah,
you got a good deal.
See,
I
got a good deal.
Keep that until it blows up. Oh, damn it!
That's
Tracy.
usually how it rolls with me.
I mean,
so
it's a Jeep. What you got? 5-6 years.
No, don't say that to me. My last car. Do you remember my Nissan?
About 6 weeks left.
I do.
That damn thing fell apart as soon as I paid it off.
Let's hear from the Gen Zer. How do you go about teaching sex ed class? So what are you going to focus on?
So we're talking about fifth graders?
Yeah, fifth graders. Yeah, fifth is when it starts. So we're going to talk about fifth graders.
I feel like puberty gets included in all this.
Yeah. Puberty is number one when it comes to fifth graders. That's what it says on their stats. So puberty, the focus. Oh, hold on. I'll open this up again. The focus in fifth grade happens to be something. Where'd it go?
Words.
To do with Jesus.
Things.
It's puberty, and basically, like Deana says, your parts.
He's back.
Yeah, we were just about to call in Modesto Fire Department to go check on you, Brucey.
Well, I heard an ambulance coming, but it wasn't for me. It went
So the focus in fifth grade happens to be exactly what Deana was talking about. It's your body and puberty, understanding your body.
You didn't like me
not masturbation.
Belts?
Not masturbation. Masturbation.
I feel like they'll figure that out themselves. Though.
Can you imagine a teacher just popping up on a desk and just going at it? Like, this is how you do it, girls.
That's no. That's
the wrong way to teach them.
That's how you scare the children. Don't scare the children.
Hey, mommy, guess what I learned today?
Yeah, what do you put them in line and let them all like play with you one by one? Is that how you don't scare them?
Becky found me.
Brucey, we lost him back there. We lost Brucey for a little bit there. We were concerned. We were going to send what is the top military group? What is that? Like
you get
the SEALs. We were going to send the SEALs in to find out if you were okay. So go ahead, Julian. How are you? How are you going about teaching that class?
I feel like teaching them about puberty is good, but I feel like the masturbation part, they'll find out themselves. How are you going to teach them about that?
By accident. You usually find out by accident. It's like, ooh.
I'm just saying that we should normalize that it's okay to do
that. It's okay. I like that. It's okay to do that and not have like this priest in the back of your head telling you you're going to hell.
Yeah.
But exactly. It's a perfectly normal thing. Don't feel bad for doing it. You're not going to go blind. Your palms aren't going to get hairy. None of that is true.
It may fall off.
Self-love. It's self-love. Okay.
Yeah. But that is I hate doing this, but that's one of the the sins. That's one of the
Becky always comes in at the right time.
Becky always comes in at the wrong time when we start talking about shit. When the show gets really dirty, Becky shows up. What is that here? The other Frank. That's the other Frank. Go ahead, Julian. What else? What else you teach? You gonna have props in your class? Like the
like how to
you gotta have props.
Like how to put on a condom or something.
Yeah, you gotta have props. Show how insertion, the whole 9 yards. I mean,
elementary though.
Fifth grade. Should they be? All right, here we go. Should they be teaching about insertion in the fifth grade?
Yes.
Of yourself, only of yourself.
How do you insert your own penis into yourself? That's pretty hard.
Well, you love yourself. You insert it into your hand, or if you're a girl, it's the opposite. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
No, Bertha says no.
Not like having sex. Maybe just like the parts, like boys and girls have this.
I mean, panel. When should the teacher start showing the boys how to put on a condom? At what age should they start doing that? Immediately. So, fifth grade.
Yeah, sure. Maybe they can ask their parents for condoms when they're in fifth grade instead of ruining all their socks.
Yeah, it's not like they can go buy them at the store at that age.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I'll tell you. How old do you have to be to buy a condom in the United States of America?
Without judgment.
Anyone can buy a condom. Anyone. You don't have to be a certain age or show any ID or have a prescription. So
that gives me hope.
And you might impress the gal at the counter.
Yeah, you go in there.
Can you imagine little Home Alone kid with his toothbrush and his condoms?
I got a Magnum.
Magnum XLs.
Magnum.
This is approved by the ADA. And also, are these Trojans going to work?
I'm allergic to lambskin. Are these lambskin?
Wait. I mean, are they latex? Because I get a rash.
I get a latex allergy. What does this mean? Hot on them? What does this mean? Is it hot for me or hot for her? What is it?
What are they? One size fits all?
No, you're not supposed to eat these, right?
Me.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat these after
for her pleasure mean?
Yeah, that one would freak them out. Rib for her. What's this rib shit, man?
Which way is it? Rib up, rib down?
It's just like a sweater, Bubby. It's just like a sweater.
I am putting you on airplane mode because you're pissing me off, Bertha and Tracy. No, that's you now. What? Who's beeping? Is that me or you?
It's not me.
My watch is doing. I'm shut it off on my phone, but my watch is still doing it. That fucking all right. I think I got it taken care of. Where else were
we? And chocolate, yes, and condoms, and then also, just put that all in one spot.
Yeah. I mean, what else are you teaching in there? Fifth grade. What else are you doing, Kevin?
Amazon, but they probably come from China, and they're probably got holes in them already.
Yeah, you don't want to buy condoms from overseas. Is this still me?
Maybe, I don't know. It's not me.
I hear this squeak, squeak, squeak.
I'm gonna kill them all.
I'm silent.
It's on zero.
Make it stop. It's making me crazy.
It's making me crazy. Right.
My phone's on vibe, so it's not doing shit. So.
All right, I got you.
Because I'm a
not my phone.
respectful podcast co-hoster, and I put my phone on.
I still hear it. Is that Johnny's?
Yeah, it's me, and I got you. I got
they
you.
all float down here. What's happening?
Oh, so the dude who was like, I got it taken
Tracy,
care of. Don't worry about it, guys.
Hold on. Let me get this. Tracy, Bertha, stop, please, because I don't want to shut off my phone because of emergency. I won't be able to answer it. So stop. All right. Kevin.
Yeah.
What else do you bring into the classroom? You bring corn cob in there?
I'm bringing a horse dildo.
You're bringing a horse dildo? Ooh, Jesus. Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry. Internal monologue.
I think this is a perfect time for teaching sex ed. And, you have all these prostitutes out there, right? They're looking for work, right? So why not hire No, Kevin, is that too much?
A little show and tell?
That's how you get arrested.
Yeah.
Just bring your wife.
But it's through the school board, so you'll be okay. You'll be through the school board, so you'll be okay.
Oh, so they're going to be employees of the school district.
Yeah. You're buying.
The school district is going to employ ladies of the night. All right.
Yeah.
So, they'll be working at school. They'll be ladies of the day.
Yeah.
The ladies of the day.
All right, children. Today, we're going to learn about the clitoris.
What about the clitoris? By the way, the clitoris app is coming out.
He's got like a $13 perm and a cigarette hanging out of her lip. Come here, kid. I'm going to tell you all about the lady majoris.
Oh, my phone started to look up the clitoris app. No, Siri. No, we don't need the clitoris app.
You didn't say hey Siri.
Hey Siri, where's the clitoris?
We already did that. It's in Japan. There's an actual mountain called the Clitoris Mountain.
There is.
The clitoris mountain.
Where's the clitoris?
Where is that clitoris?
Thank God for headphones.
I think it should be part. I think it should be part of Google Maps. Actually, it should be part of Google Maps. Okay. It should be on Google Maps. Yeah, look at this. Look, it's all rocky and moist. All right. 8th grade. Let's go high school. All right, Deana, you're teaching high school sex ed. How much difference is that going to be from the 5th graders?
Oh my God, it's leaps and bounds. That's when you teach about birth control and boobies and condoms. Lots and lots of condoms.
Nipple play.
Find the clitoris. Masturbate. Masturbation is safe. It's sex with someone you love. That's when you throw that out there.
Yeah, but what about all those 14 and 15-year-olds that get knocked up? They need it before then.
Yeah, they do need it before then.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with
I don't
you.
know. It's the age gap is really hard to say. I guess it depends on. I guess the school curriculum will have to judge it based on where they're located.
I mean,
yeah, I think you're right.
Like, I think that's why it's just got to be everywhere, though.
I think you're right. Yeah, no, it should be everywhere, but I think we're from what I understand, like what we were saying in the beginning of the show, it seems like the area has a lot of control in how and what is taught during sex ed. So that's the kind of
absolutely.
Don't worry, that's changing for the worse.
But it'd be interesting to see what the pregnancy rates are in those Bible Belt areas compared to the rest of the country. Maybe
Daddy, are you sure this is right?
Sex ed doesn't fucking work.
Don't let TV.
Don't let TV be the teacher.
Yeah, now TV is not. Yeah. No, that seems to be the route that has been going. Just hand the kid a tablet, and just go, here you go. This is your sex ed class. You got to take it for an hour at home. Can you imagine having to take sex ed at home during,
Oh my God, no. Well,
Johnny, put your pants back on. It's not that kind of class. You can see the teacher on the microphone.
Just a link to Pornhub.
Oh my God, no.
Just a link to Pornhub.
No, I'm thinking like, what if you had to teach your children sexual education?
That's my point. That's where I'm going with this. I think that it should be part of that parent's responsibility. I think it should start at home.
Right, John?
I think it should.
You really do. You should talk to your children about.
I don't think you should be. I don't think you should be afraid to talk to your kids about sex. I think that in today's age. I mean, if I had right now, if I had a 16-year-old
my kid on this show,
if I had a kid right now at 16 years old, I would sit down and have a long fucking conversation about sex and what boys are looking for, and when it comes to sex, because I am willing to bet that my daughter at 16 today is more educated on sex and all that stuff than say I was in 1980, 84 when I was, or 83 when I was 16. So,
oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it. It's ridiculous. Man. I don't want to talk about it. It's ridiculous.
My brother had to slap me in the head and tell me to put a condom on. Like, stop doing that. So you got to put a condom on, John. You can't just go free willy-nilly in there.
John, did you ever have to talk with your kids?
I did, yes. The boys, not Hope. That was Mama's job. That was her job. My boys knew what was up. They knew what could happen if they got somebody pregnant. That Daddy wasn't going to take care of that shit. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to touch upon that? When do you think you should hand out condoms?
I think you're done touching.
Freshman year.
Freshman year.
Freshman year.
As soon as
I think you're done touching.
They should destigmatize that, and it should be whenever they ask. Because I don't know. This is the whole thing about it. Like
when the belly's out there, they ask you.
I really wish that we didn't have to do it at such a young age, because I do think that that's really messed up. But the truth is that kids are getting pregnant. So whatever we got to do to make that way less of a thing, we should do, even if that means breaking all of our societal norms and destigmatizing sex and everything else.
Yeah,
we need to destigmatize. That is exactly my point.
Yeah, so out of curiosity, John, is teen pregnancy up or down?
I will tell you right now. Hold on.
It's probably
up or down in the United States. Bum, 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 bum. Teen pregnancy in the United States is down and has been declining since 1990. In 2022, the birth rate for teens aged 15 to 19 was 13.6%, 1,000, which is a record
trending down because I keep hearing.
But I don't. I don't think that it's the good thing that we all think it is, because the overall birth rate and rate of relationships and rate of people having sex is down.
It could
And
be the
that's
amount
all
of
across the
could be the
world.
amount of
It is
abortions
down.
too.
Well, because we can't have them.
I mean, there's countries like Japan that are now saying that, like, they're done for. Like, they're not going to be able to carry their population on.
Yeah.
That was a report that just came out this week.
Yeah, I want to
Oh my
say
gosh.
like what I've been hearing and I've read that Gen Z seems to be that one generation that's sticking to their guns about not wanting children. Like they're looking at the
Yep.
world as a whole and saying, do I really want to put a kid in here? Do I
Well,
really
the
need
only thing is, they might realize how expensive it is to have a family and how
Yeah,
much
yeah.
responsibilities.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, you got the
Half
rising house
Gen
costs.
Zers are
rising
still
food
living in
costs.
mom and dad's house in the basement.
Yeah. So I think that's a big factor. But that was
Keep
the
thinking
same.
to myself, I wish my kid was home.
Yeah, but
I have
I think
questions.
that was the same factor for myself. I think for Kevin and Deana as well when they were getting ready to do that. They weren't thinking, oh, this will be easy. They're like, hey, they got to get a house. I got to put roof over this kid's head. There's all the factors, but I think that this generation is really sticking to their guns, and they have. And I don't know if the internet has a lot to do with that, but they want to get educated. They want to travel. They want to see the world. They want to do all these things before they
Well,
have children,
and
and
their prospects for being successful are almost
yeah,
non-existent.
and non-existent. Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, and then, when you have the average, I think it's the average, I think the 12 or 13-year-old, when they ask them what they want it to be when they grow up, it's no longer a fireman. It's no longer a police officer. It's a YouTuber. They want to be a YouTuber or an influencer. And, that I think has a lot to do with it. And I was watching last night that documentary on Netflix, and I knew all about that story, the Abby story, the girl that disappeared when camping with her boyfriend. You guys know what I'm talking about. Abby.
Oh, the one that's on Netflix right now?
Yeah,
Yes,
right now. Yeah, I just
Abby
watched that.
Pietro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that story was sick.
The thing that kind of, as I was watching that, they made a statement on that how the internet was in early 2000s, how everyone that was an influencer made their life just look so perfect. Like everything was just going so great for those two. And you never
trying
thought
to sell a product.
Yeah, it's
right. And they are their own, they are the product.
Exactly.
And I think that's the thing with Gen Z. And I think Gen Z is even not just selling it to the general public that their life is so great because they're traveling and doing all these things, but they're actually fooling themselves to thinking that their life is that great and they're doing so well. I can see like, well, I got a $50 check from YouTube. Big fucking deal, dude. What's that $50 going to buy you? You just
right.
Yeah.
Well, if they get in trouble, they go play a star GoFundMe page. So
yeah, they go. Yeah, that's the other thing. Everyone just really quick to hand out money these days, man. It's just like, all right, whatever, man. Dating topics. The goal of dating is to get to know someone well enough to determine if they would be a substantial long-term partner. Is that true? Does that hold true? Is that the goal of dating for some of us? Like, I don't know how big.
I mean, if you're actually dating, otherwise, isn't that just called Tinder?
They need to change the phrase dating. I think that's where it's going in terms of personality, values, goals, and other important aspects of a relationship. Ultimately, aiming to decide if you want to pursue a deeper commitment with them. That's what dating is. Tim, is that sound pretty good? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have dating, and you can't go like, hey, did you have, I'm going on a one-nighter tonight. They should just have like a site that's just called One Nighter. They just have an app, just One Nighter. Just get it over with. That way it's just there.
Tinder is already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're called other things. So just get it out of the way. Just One Nighter, and you know why you're there.
Bring your overnight bag.
Bruce is like
witness the first thing I just said. Exhibit A.
Where are we at? Does anybody know what? Get your Googles out, guys. What is the 37% rule in dating? The 37% rule in dating.
Huh?
Rules?
Anybody got an idea what 37
dating rules?
Yeah, it is a rule that's called the 37% rule in dating. Anybody want to just take a guess at what it is?
It's a decision-making strategy that involves spending 37% of your time researching options before committing to one. I do that with everything. People do that with dating. That's ridiculous.
That's what dating has come down to. It's not. It's math. It's numbers. And from you don't feel like
if you swipe right enough, you might get a hit.
No.
right. Oh, there's a hit. Right. Oh, there's a hit.
Well, that's one of the rules, and it's exactly what Deana just said. It says if you want to marry the best candidate in the world, you would need to date 37% of the candidates without commitment. I'm good. I'm down for that. I'm down. Kevin, does that sound good?
No.
No, it does not.
Wait, because here's the thing, John. You're thinking about it the wrong way. It's like, what if you meet someone that you really like 4% of the way in?
Yeah, that's true.
Like logic would dictate then, well, you got to break up with them, you got to continue on, and then maybe circle around back and be like, hey, you were the best one. I've banged like 34 more people. You want to get back together?
What if you're not on the same? What if you're not on the same
quagmire?
What if
she's already married?
36 and she's at 34.
That's true. That's true. Does anybody know what the 2-2-2 rule is?
Isn't
2-2-2 rule, dating rule.
Go on a date every 2 weeks.
Dating rule refers to a relationship strategy where couples aim to have a date every 2 weeks, a weekend getaway every 2 months, and a week-long vacation together every 2 years.
That's
before
dating?
Committing to marriage. Yeah.
Really?
Kevin, you
committing to marriage. I would like to do that now anyways.
I would like to do that now.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I'll do that now and just continue to live by myself. I don't give a shit about the marriage part. Can we just do that now?
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Like, it'd be really nice.
That's a 2-year. That's a 2-year commitment to somebody.
Yeah,
that's basically.
I'll do that for the rest of my life and still live by myself. That sounds like the most ideal option. Hey, babe, I gotta make a phone call. I'll be right back.
Deana just keeps breaking up with a guy every 2 years.
You just gave me. No, I'm not saying break up. I'm just saying just keep recycling that.
Oh, okay, all right. What's that, Kevin?
I said, who's paying for this?
You are.
What? Go Dutch. Split it together. You're a couple that cares about each other.
Yeah,
I gotta make a phone call. I'll literally be right back. My God.
2 years later. Key points to the 2-2-2 rule. Date nights every 2 weeks. This helps maintain a consistent level of connection and prevents routines from becoming stale. Agree or disagree?
It seems like you're already in a relationship, because if you're only taking the gal out every 2 weeks.
This is now, again, remember what I read at the beginning. Dating is supposed to be about finding that other person. So if you're trying to actually find someone to marry, you're going to follow some of these rules that we're going to go through. Otherwise, you're just looking for a one night stand. If you're just looking for a one night stand, none of these apply to you. None of them do. If you're just looking to hook up,
any of those rules, John, they don't apply to me.
Yeah. They're if you're not looking, Bruce. Bruce is just looking for someone to show up in his cave. That's all.
I'm not even looking for anybody, John. I'm content with what I got right now.
Yeah, you got to get that knee fixed, or you can get that leverage off the bed. So you need to get that knee fixed. All right. Weekend getaways every 2 months allows for a deeper level of bonding by spending extended time together without any daily distractions. Yay, nay?
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you're out. You're out of this. You're out of this whole conversation, Bruce. You're out. You're pimp munch? No.
Yeah, go take a walk.
Go take a walk. You need to, isn't it your walk time?
I need to take I'm going jogging.
Week-long vacations every 2 years creates lasting memories and fosters a sense of shared adventure. So that's the 2-2-2 rule. Do you like the 2-2-2 rule, Deana?
I think it's a very... I don't know. I went on a whole like side quest on that one because I'm in a long-term relationship with someone I don't live with. So
the 2-2 rule works for you.
The 2-2-2 rule works for me because I am okay. I'm older. I'm okay with being by myself, but I like my partner. We have good time. But having that on a repeat is a really cute idea.
Kevin?
So
your
how
thoughts
many
on the 2-2-2 rule? You shut up, Bruce.
You could have 7 2-2-2 rules going at one time. Then, really? Huh?
I mean, I like it, but I also like to go exotic places for vacation, so I can afford to do that every 2 years.
How about the
so
youngster?
you do like one like every other year. So if you're in a long-term relationship, on the 4th year you go somewhere super awesome, and on the 2 year you go to like Lake
Santa
Geneva.
Barbara.
Lake Geneva. God,
but by me that's like a 40-minute drive.
You go to fucking
Chuck E. Cheese.
Go to North Korea.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Go to fucking. It's our 2-year anniversary for vacation. Where are we going? Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. Where we go? We're gonna go look at the biggest ball of straw ever.
Jesus, I have class. What is wrong with you? Nobody goes to Gary, Indiana on vacation.
Yeah. There's the biggest pile of horse shit ever. We're gonna go check it out.
There was horse shit and cornfields.
Come to Modesto, California.
Yeah, come to Modesto and see the almond blossoms.
I can't afford a flight to California, Bruce.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get on a plane for a while until they start landing properly. Not upside down.
Wheels down, not wheels up.
Wheels up,
Lord,
not in the lake.
That's one more thing I have to worry
So
about.
does the 2-2-2 rule work for you, Julian? You like that rule? For a young guy?
I think it depends on your schedule.
Yeah.
Because like if you I guess you would see them more than that, but
yeah, you're gonna see them more than that.
Yeah, but I
think that's it. That'd be great.
Yeah, it just really depends on like what works for you guys.
Yeah. Let me throw this out to you guys. New relationship. Let's just say you're into a relationship for a week. How much would you recommend, Deana, the conversation back and forth? Now I'm talking phone. And how much time would you say would be important for that relationship to be face to face? Like phone to face to face.
Well, I guess if you're trying to build a relationship on the phone after, how many dates are we talking about? We're building a relationship after how many first, second,
let's say you're two weeks in. Let's say you're 2-3 weeks in a relationship. How much phone contact should there be and how much FaceTime should there be in your opinion for yourself?
In my opinion, there should be at least a daily text.
A daily text.
Bare minimum.
Good morning, beautiful.
Bare minimum. Yeah. Good morning or good night. One of the two, both ideally, but I'm not expecting that. Life happens.
Okay.
Face-to-face time, I don't know. That's kind of as schedules allow, and I don't like people in my house, nor do I like leaving it. So yeah. I'm probably not the right person to ask that.
Well, I want your for you. That's the whole point.
That's why I like the 2-2-2 rule, because I'm okay with seeing my partner once every 2 weeks.
How about you, Kevin? What would be okay with you? 3 weeks in relationship. How much FaceTime do you need, and how much communication through text or phone calls is necessary to keep the relationship going?
Oh man. I mean, so I guess I'm like completely bipolar on this, because in the same breath, I'm like, man, I'm kind of needy. Like, I'd like to have FaceTime like once a week, and I'd like a text, like every day. But then on the other hand, I'm like, God, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I don't want to deal with that person all that amount of time. So,
too much damn drama.
Like, yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be drama.
I don't know.
It should be how you doing, what's going on, how your day was.
That's drama, John.
Probably a conversation every day. Like, it doesn't have to be a long conversation, but like a texted conversation every day, or like maybe a phone call. But like,
right, a phone call every once
maybe
in a
we
while is
see each other.
appreciated. Hey, check in. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm getting. That's where I want to kind of get a basis for everyone out there to, what was considered to be normal text messaging, throughout the day or throughout the week, and how much FaceTime should someone really have during a relationship once it's just getting started, because a lot of times. Yeah, a lot of times, that first week, let's be honest, we all remember that first week of any relationship. You're just banging and just, you're with each other all the time, and then you just kind of, reality kicks in and you got to be at work, you got to do this, you got to do that, and all these other factors come into it. But then what's adequate enough for each one's going to be different. But what you guys think would be a norm to keep a relationship going and moving forward, and like if I'm only getting a text once a week from somebody, I'm going to feel like we're not in a relationship. If I get a text and a phone
once
call
a week, that's
I'm going to be
that's not enough.
Especially if
feel
it's like on
that's
Friday,
a
like
large
what are we
space.
doing?
You get like a 2-month gap before you hear from them again. Yeah,
ghost.
That's when you go, new phone. Who did?
Julian, how about for you guys in your age? What would be the norm? Like in 2-week, 3-week relationship, how many phone calls or text messages do you think you should be getting during the week, and how much FaceTime do you think you should be getting?
Maybe like a text every day. I feel like even if it's short, just real quick.
Yeah.
And FaceTime maybe like once a week. If
Once
like
a
it
week?
depends on your schedule, like some
your
people are busy.
schedules.
If you're working a lot and schedules are different, then like whenever it lines up.
Yeah, I get that. That for me, I think that's good. And maybe even two times a week, some FaceTime. Hey, I'm stopping over here. Are you in the area? You want to have a cup of coffee or something like that? At least a little bit of FaceTime. I think going a whole week not seeing someone that you're in a relationship could be kind of weird. When you think.
Depends on,
Depends on your schedule.
Depends on whether how close they are. If they're in town or
I mean, if you're in the same town and you're only seeing someone that you're in a relationship once a week, I feel like that's kind of I personally myself wouldn't feel like I'm in a relationship only seeing somebody once a week.
Yeah,
it depends on your
3 weeks in though.
It depends
That's
on
a
the
pretty new
situation.
relationship.
Yeah.
Dating. Maybe they work nights and you work days.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's on the street
Maybe
corner.
you have children.
Look, I don't need to always fork up $300 for her to show up, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
All right. Maybe your credit card expired.
She's got you to get your paycheck. She got you to get your paycheck.
Hey, maybe your business was late in payday that week.
Yeah.
You got to wait.
I think you guys are like a text a day. I think is cool. I don't think I would be upset by getting a good morning. How you doing? Or if you're both off at 5 o'clock, getting a text at 6. How's your day? I think that's cool.
Texting or sexting, John?
Texting. Hey, baby, what you wearing? No. I think at least getting a text.
There's a dick pic.
I wouldn't say every day, but maybe every other day. Hey, how's your day going? How is good morning, beautiful, whatever. I think that's something that I think should be required in a relationship, just so that other person knows that there's something there. Otherwise, if you're waiting a whole week to text somebody good morning, I mean, it's just like, oh, okay, who? Basically, I'd be like, who is this? I'd probably write that. Who's this?
Yeah, but what
2
if
months
they,
later?
What if they only text you once a week, but they like all your Snapchat posts in the week?
I don't like that. See, that if you took the time, good. Thank you, Kevin. Because I was going to talk about that next. And I have friends that are in these types of relationships where they get a text a week or maybe 2 texts a week, but she also spends hours of time liking and commenting on every one of their fucking pictures and posts on Instagram and Facebook. Now, if you took the time to do that, why couldn't you just call me or just, text me, hey, that's a great picture, instead of just going to my Instagram and liking a photo and then commenting on it. And if you took all that time to like all those things, Why couldn't you just have called me or texted me?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, John, and nobody's gonna like it. But like, because
we're
for
all
some
about
people,
pissing people off here. You know that.
For some people, it is all about how that relationship looks to everybody else rather than dealing with the relationship itself.
The prestige.
Yeah, I like that too. I mean, that's a good night text or a good night phone call. I mean, I wouldn't, I don't know how she would feel about it. I think it's a little different. Do you feel it's different for the guy and the girl? Do you feel like the guy wants less or the girl wants more? Or how do you
depends person to person.
Yeah.
Like they're all like everyone's gonna want different things. Yeah, like I mean, what do you think? Like, do you think that you would like it or no?
I think women want more of it than say men do. I think men are tired of texting, and I think men are tired of phone calls because, I mean, Kevin, no matter how much you love the person that's calling you, even if it's your mother, you just can't wait to get off the phone. Am I right?
Wow.
Your mom's not watching. Your mom's not watching.
Oh my God. I don't even care if she fucking is watching. She's annoying as fuck.
I hope she is.
Oh, she's watching right now.
Mom, if you're watching, stop calling me so much.
She's giving you the Sicilian Mario eyes right now. She's giving you the Sicilian snake eyes right now.
She fucking calls me. She's like, I don't know how to turn my tablet off.
Yeah,
I don't fucking care.
Yeah, Bruce, same way, right? I mean, we don't feel it's necessary to spend 5-10 minutes on a phone.
No, I mean, just like, get to the point, get in the conversation. See you.
Yeah, but let me ask both of you: does it matter if it's somebody you like that you're dating? Now, does that change the fact that you might want to spend a little bit more time talking to her than, say, your mother or your sister or your?
I haven't been there in a while, John. I don't know.
Yeah, you've been laid up.
Put up with it more.
Yeah, a little bit more.
To put up with it more, but it's
I've been single for 11 years, John. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin. I get that. I mean, I'll talk a little bit longer than normal, but I don't think you two, right? Yeah. Julian, you're gonna talk a little bit more. Are you the same way though? Are you like why are you calling me?
Yeah, I mean, like, it just depends if they have like something big to say, then then yeah, cool. But like usually I feel like it's just like a text.
It's just
that works,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem. There's so many people out in the world that can fucking talk about nothing for hours.
Yeah, there are those people out there, dude. It's
or
like
something you're just not interested in hearing, anyways.
Yeah,
right.
It always starts like, "Did you hear? Did you hear?"
I don't want to be an asshole, but I'm sorry. Fucking take some social fucking cues.
Let me tell you about my day, which turns into a week and turns into a month. It turns into a year.
Yeah. All right. Do you guys know what the 777 rule is?
Nope.
The 777 rule is a relationship guideline that encourages couples to spend time together every 7 days, every 7 weeks, and every 7 months. The goal is to help couples maintain a healthy and romantic connection. 777. So every 7 days.
Bullshit if you keep track of 7 weeks, 7 blah, 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 blah. That's such a weird number. 7 weeks is almost 2 months, but not quite, depending on if the 30 days past November. And no, I'm not doing that math. That's dumb.
Why couldn't it go 555?
I'm sure there's a 555.
We can do 666. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter.
All right, here's the 777.
I'm gonna go by the 666 rule.
I like the 666 rule better. Thank you.
I'm gonna go by that. I'm gonna go by when I call you, show up rule.
It's easier to calculate, anyways. It's a month and a half.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing when I call you rule. You come over.
7's an odd number.
Yeah, it is. 7 days. It says this is the rules in practice. In the 777 rule in practice, every 7 days, go on a date, such as a dinner date, or a movie night. Every 7 weeks, plan a mini getaway. Every 7 months, take a romantic vacation or getaway. And remember now, this is about someone trying to get married. This is about building a relationship and eventually getting married. So it does not apply to any one of our
crickets. Do you hear the crickets? I don't think anyone in this room gives a fuck about getting married.
It does
Hey,
not
John,
apply.
been there, done that.
Julian, do you give a fuck about getting married? I'm sorry.
I wonder if Julian's echoed his.
Poor Julian. I'm so sorry.
He picked the right day to be on the show. I'm glad he's here, man.
Are y'all just shitting on the Zoomers?
So no, but okay. I mean, if this is a rule that you need to practice to make sure that you eventually end up getting married, I mean that's the goal.
We're speaking to the audience, not the field.
Right. If you're just looking to hook up, these rules do not make any fucking sense to you at all. I mean, you're just trying to get laid. You're trying to pat that number, trying to get more experience in there. But if you are trying to finally
counts for two.
Yeah, it sounds like a Cosmopolitan ad, and I hate it.
That's art. It's art. Okay. Benefits. You want to know what the benefits are, you motherfuckers, to the 7-7 rule?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. What are the fucking benefits, John?
What are the benefits to the 7-7-7 rule?
What is this garbage you speak of?
Spending time together helps couples maintain a connection. Got it? Taking a break from daily responsibilities can help couples reconnect and enjoy each other's company. Yeah. Traveling together. This is the key. Now, I don't know if you've gotten to do that where you've gotten to go, you're a little bit younger, but like a getaway. That's the first getaway is like a wake up call for a relationship. You start to realize, you're going to either realize.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You're going to realize real
you're
quick.
sharing everything.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God. Just like
when you're in closed quarters.
Like 24/7 for like a week.
Yeah, it's like that first day, that morning you wake up from being on vacation and you go into the bathroom and you realize there's absolutely no space on the fucking bathroom sink because she's got all her products out there and you're just trying to take a piss, and it's just like you want to wash your face and you can't because you got fucking mascara here, got curling iron here, you got a straightener over here.
Yeah, but it's a different woman you wake up to because it doesn't look like the one that you went to.
Yeah, that's the other one, dude. When you wake up and you roll over like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, I have a meme to share in the chat later.
There should be like hey, Bruce, there should be like a golden rule where she wakes up at least a half an hour before you do and puts on that. Sorry, ladies.
Wow.
You're gonna
Have you seen my wife?
It really sucks that our overlay for the middle finger is this. That's so. I need to find us a different overlay for the middle finger.
And the only difference Guy wakes up for is his hair is messy.
Shit, yeah. This is the one right here. That's Snoop Dogg.
That's my boy Snoop.
Snoop Dogg ain't a lady, so I feel like this is very not feminist.
The jizzle. Traveling together can help couples learn more about each other and strengthen their teamwork. Bullshit. We need that little kid that just says bullshit. Takes time away from daily responsibilities, can refresh a couple's perspective and reignite their passion for each other. Do you feel that that's what happens on the weekends? That's like after you left the bar and you're fucking really hammered. You're both really hammered. You just go back to the hotel room, you tear that shit up, and then you wake up and you're just like, fuck. I'm not going to go into any more details because I'll get in trouble for it.
This feels oddly specific, does it not?
Yeah, right. It was weird. This was weird.
Very tailored to a night that John had. Do you need to spill more information? Tell me how you feel. Show me on the doll where they touched you.
You wake up and
you got to give us.
You just realize you did a whole lot of shit that you shouldn't have done. That's all I'm saying.
I looked it up. It's French for
I looked it up and it's bullshit.
Wait. The plane.
Those were the earlier days, but like now I don't worry about I cannot physically get someone pregnant anymore. So that dilemma of waking up in the morning and knowing all the shit that you just did from a drunken night in a hotel room. And then it's just a sense of relief knowing that the possibility of her being pregnant are slim to none. So That helps. That
Not
helps.
from you, anyways.
She's scared shitless. Like,
what?
Unless she's already pregnant, John.
Oh, fuck that. This is.
That
What was
just
the name of that
so
movie
deep.
or that TV show with the guy with the scratcher? And he wins the lottery, like I don't know how much money. My name is Earl. That's the my name is Earl scenario where he starts. Yeah, he marries her, and both kids are not his. What is the 24-hour rule in dating?
There's another rule.
There are so many. That's why I'm like
24 hours after the first date.
All right, the 24-hour rule in dating refers to the practice of waiting a full day before responding to a text, call, or significant interconnection with someone you're dating.
The 3-day rule. Now it's 24 hours.
24 hours. Allowing time to pass and responsible thoughtfulness regarding the reaction, impulse, and in the way to gauge someone's genuine interest by seeing if they make the effort to reach out without that time frame. All right, Deana. You first, because you're the only lady tonight on the panel. How important is that? Do you feel it's necessary for the guy to text you the next day within 24 hours? Hey man, did I hurt you, girl? You all right? All right, can you walk?
A side note, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The plane.
That's not important.
John, you know that's not why that rule's in place. You're not supposed to contact before 24 hours. Like it's being too early.
It's about being too over eager. Look, if you connect with somebody and you have a great time, don't do stupid games.
I'm so needy.
All right. So the whole problem with that is you have to be able to actually realize if that other person had as much of fun or a good time as you did to assess whether or not you do call that person within 24 hours or after 24 hours, correct? I mean, you got to have to make that decision whether you think like if you went out with someone, Julian, and you thought the date went well and went great, and you feel like, hey, I should text her tomorrow morning, see how her morning is. But you also have to assess whether or not did she have that? Was her time as good as yours?
Yeah, to make you're just looking for a letter grade, Johnny. I know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on how it went. If it went bad, don't text. But then if it went good, maybe I don't know if
But your expectations of whether the date was great or not, I mean, that's
usually she'll text. You know, I feel like that's like a girl will text you because usually you paid or whatever. So
you paid her what?
Or paid
what?
I paid your last girlfriend, John. I paid your last girlfriend.
She's texting you the receipt.
Yeah.
No. So wait. Yeah. Back the fucking truck up for 5 seconds. So you're saying in your 25-year-old adorable faced little generation that you would wait for her to text you that she had a good time? Or would you wait until maybe
so you're not texting her, you're gonna wait for her to text you?
You're gonna wait for her to text you?
Well, I told you guys, you have to
we'll be like, oh, text me home to make sure they get home safe.
Okay. Yeah. See, I do that.
That's someone that I'm gonna date.
Yeah. Yes. And unfortunately, that's the situation we're in today is because a lot of times, 99% of the times, they're meeting you somewhere. Nobody's picking on anybody anymore.
You know the way to do it.
Yeah. So
overnight bag, you give them a toothbrush, toothpaste, a survey. And just send them out the door, right?
Some hair.
Make sure the survey's is paid, so they can just drop it in the mailbox, and it comes right back to you.
Bruce has got the. He's got the.
What happened to your non-compete?
Yeah, he's got NDR.
Well, you've got to get the survey to find out whether
survey.
Yeah. Maybe they like to come with toothpaste.
All right, let me ask Kevin. Okay, that's the situation that we're kind of in now. I mean, we're meeting people, places. We're no longer picking up dates and bringing them to restaurants. So would you say it's okay to make that text after the date is over? Hey, just to make sure she made it home. Is that going too far, Deana?
You can do that. You can do that. You can also do the whole like, hey, I had a really good time, and then wait for a response. Like you don't have to like go way overboard with
Right,
the text.
Right. You cool with that?
Thank you. Yes, that's very nice. Hey, good morning. I had a great time last night. I hope you made it home safely.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that a hard thing to say?
Okay, now after that text, I think that text or phone call, whichever one you choose, is okay. Now, after that one, when should you make an initial? Should you make another contact within 24 hours? Kevin?
John, I want to clarify. I wouldn't make a phone call. I would never make a phone call within 24 hours.
That's a text message.
A text message is fine. So how long after that text message do you feel it's okay to bring up a conversation? Basically, is what you're trying to do in a text message.
It depends on the response.
Yeah.
Okay,
so if you
get one word or two.
If she writes K, just the K, maybe.
Then you know that it's not a good date.
Everything was K. Okay, all right,
one word answers, man.
Right. What if it sits on unread for a really long time?
Oh, but see, I don't like that. I don't like the one. And granted, I love that the features there. Thank you, Apple. But I hate the fact that someone has read something and hasn't responded to it. You see, it says seen, and you're like,
it's the same thing with online dating. You know, you match, you strike up a conversation, or she does, and then it gets like 2 or 3 responses, and then it just goes ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like, so like the rule that I follow for that is like, I'll send that text message. If I get left on read, they get one more follow-up like 2 or 3 days later. And if it's still no response, that's it. You move on with your life.
Pimping ain't easy, man.
Pimping ain't easy.
Would you like to know what the key points about the 24-hour rule are? Would you like to know the key points of the 24-hour rule?
Not really.
Please enlighten us.
Lay it on me.
Avoid rushing into decisions and overreacting to something said or done on a date. So, that makes sense.
I don't like you.
Oh my gosh. Subclause. Do not
just having a bad night. She's just
don't
having a bad night.
And drink. Don't do it.
Text and drink?
That's a bad idea.
Do not text and drink.
That's a bad idea.
If you are drinking, put your phone away.
Building
if you want to text and you're drunk, go out and drive.
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea.
Hey, that's our next app, Kevin. That's our next app. It's a fingerprint scan that knows if you're drunk, and it won't allow you to text. That's what's needed.
Yes,
it's bad enough with the spell check that just throws words out there.
Oh my gosh, I'm so done with autocorrect.
I am done with fucking duck. Why is fucking duck go together? I'm tired of duck being replaced with fuck. I meant fuck, not duck. That's all I'm saying.
You sound so illiterate when the spell autocorrect comes in and go, oh yeah, oh shit, that's not what I meant. Oh, it's sent already.
It says depending on the situation, a 24-hour waiting might not always be necessary. Like if you're having a lovely conversation in the person, see that again, that it comes back down to your perception of whether you think, because women are fucking liars. I'm sorry. They're great actors. Women are great actors.
Wow.
Women are great. They can act like they're having the best fucking night of their life.
It's not. Sorry. This is not.
Yeah. I'm not being harsh. Yes, I am being harsh, but
you're being so harsh.
You guys. I'm sorry. There are some dates that I have been on. They deserve. No. Listen. There are some dates I've been on that those chicks deserve an Academy Award because I assumed completely that they were having the best fucking time of their life, and then I find out from a person outside of that person that, they had a horrible night, blah, 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 It's just like, hey, let me know that. That's that I can move. I'm fine to move on. It's not like you're that important.
Just classy.
Come on, dinner. They're gonna drag you out for. They're gonna drag you out for another dinner.
For at least one more dinner, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're. You know, they're gonna be bored.
They can milk you for a little bit more.
Free food Fridays.
Yeah,
I cannot speak for
John,
those
that makes
people,
me wonder.
right?
Makes me wonder.
You know what I can't stand? You know what I can't stand is fucking Friday morning getting a text from someone I haven't talked to in like 2 months because she can't get a date, and it's like, "What are you doing tonight? You want to go get dinner?" And what you want to go get dinner means John's paying for dinner.
Do you want to go buy me dinner?
Yeah,
because you're at the end. You're at the end of the list, John.
Yeah, you're at the end of the list, and that's just like, hey, Academy Award. I think all women should get Academy Award. What is the 5 date rule? 5 dating rule. Do anybody want to take a guess on the 5 dating rule?
No, bro. I got 5 minutes.
You don't get laid after the 5th date. Give up.
You're supposed. It's third. The 3rd date you're supposed to be banging, but
okay.
The 5th date rule is where you're supposed to either be serious or dump the person. Straight up. That's the 5th.
Wow. You're
that's
like
fucking harsh.
5. We're making decisions.
It doesn't take 5
like
dates
me
to
or
figure that out. Doesn't take 5 to figure that out. You can figure that out on 1.
Yeah, you can.
No, but it's about all those mediocre ones that you're unsure of.
Yeah. That's again going back to women should get an Academy Award because we're so clueless. We think they had the best date of their life. You know.
Oh man.
The 5th date rule is also a dating rule where you wait until the 5th date before having sex.
See?
Are you waiting 5 dates? This is the whole world is watching. So
it depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends. Look at the safe Gen Z answer.
Yeah.
Safe Gen Z answer.
Because it's like, okay, so if I actually really like her, then maybe I'll wait a little bit longer. But it depends what I'm looking for. If it's like we're just hanging out,
which date she's got the overnight bag on.
Yeah, maybe like the 2nd or 3rd. Sometimes it depends. You know, like if it's if that's just gonna be someone you're gonna have sex with.
Art, I'm gonna ask the Gen Z the $1 million question. Do you feel that more women or in your age group are willing or more willing to be first date and on the first date having sex?
I think it depends on the. It really does depend on.
Don't give me the safe answer. Don't give me the safe answer. Do you, your personal opinion? Do you feel that has changed where it's more likely that you're going to have sex on the first date with someone your age?
Personally, no.
Personally, no.
No. I feel like it's.
I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it.
I want to get your answer, and then I'm going to find out if you're wrong.
So Gen Z, how would I phrase that question? Is Gen Z looking to have sex on the first date? Here we go. On the other hand, 1/2 of Gen Z students engage in sex within the first month of meeting a new partner. 6% were already active on the first date, 20% within a week or 2, and 23% after 2 or 4 weeks. That's your Gen Z numbers.
Yes, I don't feel like it's not really that early. What was the number for early? Like
it says 6% were already active the first date. So that's pretty low. That's pretty low.
6% 6 out of 100, huh?
Yeah, that's actually not bad. I'd hate to see where Gen X is. They're just fucking rabbits
or boomers.
I think I've had sex on more first dates than not.
Right, Kevin.
There's a lot of bathroom sex in my life. What are the
10 I don't have meaningful relationships.
Yeah,
self-serve doesn't count.
Those are just like, let's just get this over with. I'll buy you a drink after we're done. What is that?
He's looking in a mirror.
What is the 10-date rule? The 10-date rule is men are most likely to have relationships with women that have gone on at least 10 dates with. Sound accurate?
What?
Read that again. Men are most likely to have relationships with a woman that they have gone on at least 10 dates with.
So like after 10 dates, they're in.
Yeah. Does that sound about accurate?
No.
Y'all are waiting that long. I don't see that happening. I feel like it's a load of garbage.
Yeah,
No.
and these are proper dates, not coffee, catch up, sleeping together, or hanging out together. These
Wait. But like,
dates.
what's the age group?
What's that, Kevin? Say it again.
What's the age group for that?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It just says, men, general.
Averaging it out, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. The dates are where you go out together in public and do something. So these are not coffee dates. They're not, hookup dates. This is actual date.
10 dates before you get laid?
No. Jesus Christ, Bruce. Getting laid is always on Bruce's mind. No,
this whole is garbage. It's all garbage.
Bruce is like,
it's our 10th date. Sex time.
You beautiful. Come in cave. Me make baby.
You got a little punch card in your wallet?
I'll read it again. No, it's not a Subway punch card where you get your free sandwich after 7. No, men are most likely to have a relationship with a woman that they have gone on at least 10 dates. So if you have gone on, most men after going on 10 dates, you're pretty much committed to that person. Yeah. Does that sound? That's probably pretty right.
Again, you need the punch card because when you get to 10, you need to stop.
By then, hopefully, you're going Dutch because that's when the money. After 10 dates, you get 9, dates, $150 to $200 a date, dude. That's some fucking money, man.
No, you hit 9, you walk away, man.
Yeah, 99. Does that sound about accurate, Kevin? About 10 dates, you think you're pretty much in a relationship?
I mean, honestly, it happens sooner for me. It's always happened sooner.
Yeah, I can see myself. Yeah, I think it depends on each person. I mean, how about you, Joe?
Again,
10 dates. How long?
I wouldn't know, John.
Well, shit. Hopefully, if you're going on 10 dates let's say you go on a date a month, I
can't think I've dated
2 dates a month
for 10
so 2 dates a month. So that's what 6. That's 3 months, right? A little less than 3 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah, I can't say I've
if you're with somebody 2.5 months, Kevin, do you feel like you're in a relationship with that person?
Well, you definitely know if you want to.
But that's my point. Like, I'm probably considering myself in a relationship with them at 5 dates.
Jesus Christ!
If I'm willing to go see somebody,
he's a little clingy, isn't he?
Go out with them.
Yeah, fucking Kevin's already got the ring in his pocket. And shit.
Whoa!
Kevin's like, he's already down on the knees. He's already talking to the waiter about hiding the fucking ring in a glass of champagne.
Watch out, D. Watch out.
Parents, everything.
Hey, hide this ring in the cupcake, and then she eats it. Yeah. That's
swallows it and gags. I gotta go. That's it.
That's it. We didn't get to the Starbucks thing, but I'm pissed off. Starbucks, stop fucking canceling coffees that I love. You sons of bitches, bring them back. I hate your new fucking cup. I think your new cup sucks. It leaks, and it's a pain in the ass to drink out of. And please, hey.
Write it on Yelp. Cool.
Yeah, please. Just a standard cup of house coffee should be $1.25. I'm sorry, maybe $2.
Send a letter to the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you guys. We're all coffee drinkers here.
We don't care.
House blend. How much should you pay for a standard cup of coffee? What would you say is a standard price for a cup of coffee, Deana?
These days, $3 max.
$3. Jesus Christ! What are you going? You going to Ethiopia for that fucking coffee or what?
That's with tax.
With tax. All right, Brucey. What should a cup of coffee cost you?
$1.
$1. Jeez, I don't know if I want to drink buck coffee, but yeah, I'm with you. No, you're right. About $1.25. Kevin, a cup of house coffee, house brew.
I mean, between $1.25 and $2.50.
All right, Gen Zer, how much should a standard cup of coffee cost?
Like just standard?
Yeah, standard cup.
Max $2.50. Yeah,
$2.50. All right, Deana, how much should a standard prostitute cost?
No comment. I'm going away. Goodbye.
Kevin,
I'm done.
Kevin, Kevin, the standard price for a
You're
prostitute.
ridiculous.
Wait a minute. Are we talking
What are
about
we talking about here? There's that's a broad general
coffee.
Are we talking about are we talking about like a New York 3 or like an LA 7?
Let's go LA 7.
Talking about bringing
an LA 7, $600.
How much?
$600.
$600. Brucey, LA 7 prostitute.
I have no idea.
Julian, LA 7 prostitute. How much you want to pay?
Pricey, 600.
600.
That's crazy. No,
that's crazy.
$300.
Man, I think they're more than that.
Everybody.
I know they're expensive.
I was gonna go 300, but I thought
I'm
thinking that's like $1,500 probably.
I maxed out my card for that.
That's an LA 10. That's an LA 10. You're getting an escort for $1,500.
Yeah, Dina's gone. All right, everybody, we're done. Everybody, look into the camera. Thank you, everybody on chat. I'm sorry I've been laughing so hard I couldn't read any of the comments, but we appreciate everybody out there in chat.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah. She's back. She can't miss the outro. She can't miss the outro. How much do you want to pay for a male prostitute?
From LA.
From LA.
Never. I'm never coming to LA just so I never have to answer that question.
Never say never. Never say never.
99.
Never. I'm saying never.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Everybody look into the camera. Everybody look in the camera and say goodbye. Bye, everybody.